It is without a doubt remarkable how much influence on the skateboarding scene that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater had when it launched in 1999. The game not only influenced future skateboarding hits such as Skate, Skater XL, and Session, but it influenced nearly every skateboarder that I've either known personally or have known of. Everyone from the 90s has some vivid memories of the classic arcade skateboarding title. In fact, people who haven't skated in years have been picking up boards again and getting back into it. While I'm sad it's not a brand new iteration in the series, I'm extremely stoked to have been able to relive my childhood. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, perhaps one of the most annoying ways of titling a game, is a complete remake of the original two games, keeping every part of its arcade-themed gameplay veterans will remember intact, while introducing new elements to cater to the experience of a modern audience. But you can actually expect the original levels in all new detail and the original soundtrack, along with some brand new tracks from modern artists. My time with Tony Hawk games started to dwindle sometime after the release of Tony Hawk's Underground 2. After jumping back into the first two games throughout this remake, I found myself quickly rummaging through my muscle memory and within minutes was chaining combos like I used back in the day. Everything feels familiar and it just looks better. Levels are laid out exactly as I remember them. Small and compact with level design that ensures you'll always have no more than a kickflip and a manual away from the next objective to continue your combo chain. And with updated graphics, levels now look a lot more complex with glass doors revealing interiors, puddles reflecting the environment, lights glimmering off objects, and a more clutter scattered about. The high quality textures and post-processing are certainly something that impresses, but there is no official photo mode function, which is sometimes feels baffling. Skateboard culture is heavily on getting photos and video clips of tricks and sessions, and at a time where photo modes are becoming more popular in modern video games, this feels like a huge missed opportunity to capitalize on the social media sharing culture. Gameplay-wise, Vicarious Visions has ensured that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 keeps its arcadey roots heavily intact. You're still facing against a 2-minute timer, you can still ollie off a kicker ramp off a lamppost, and you can still chain tricks in unbelievable quick succession. It keeps that fast-paced button combo fun at the forefront. Levels are locked to progression, with each level requiring a certain amount of goals to be completed. It's a smart way for the game to encourage you to keep trying and eventually you'll succeed. Despite that, there would have been nice to have some sort of guidance system in place, or at least make some goals such as grind the bells more noticeable. Sure, it might be part of the challenge, but there's no consideration for those that might struggle to visually locate them. In saying that, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 does allow you to flick some of the assists on for who struggle with the mechanics. Assists such as making all rail and manual tricks perfect balance and other making it impossible to bail can help players enjoy the game at their comfort level. These assists don't work in certain game modes, and if enabled, your score isn't recorded on the leaderboard. If you want to avoid all the goals though, you can enter ranked and free skate. That lets you play either free skate, speed run, or single ranked session. All levels are already unlocked in areas across both games. While the majority of the game is primarily single player, there are multiplayer elements. Split screen multiplayer, for example, keeps a nostalgic feel, while the online mode puts yourself and 6 other players in numerous levels to compete in different game modes. There are jam modes that let you enjoy skating and others are active challenges. There is a competitive mode in which things get more serious. I do think there should be a mode to just chill with other skaters, preferably friends, and with no worries of time and competition, just skating for the sake of skating. There's also a lot more customization options available to make your skaters and parks cater to you. You can get out a total of 4 custom skaters with different types of apparel, decks, wheels, skin tones, skating styles, stats, and etc. You can even choose different presets for pro skaters with the ability to unlock more that tie to challenges and level ups. There's a store that has items to purchase through the use of in-game currency that you'll get by competing in competitions and completing challenges. I think my fears here lie more in line with the fact that it has already been detailed that the game won't have microtransactions at launch, but they could be implemented at a later date. Seeing the in-game currency eating away at different props and apparel certainly leaves me seeing an opportunity to have exclusive items and cosmetics. If you manage to blitz through the first 2 games like the veteran that you are, you got a rolling list of challenges to keep you busy, earning more and unlocking more. These challenges are present in every game mode, meaning no matter which is your preferred mode, you got something a little extra to achieve. All these menu elements for skater customizations, the store, stats, and others are laid out like most modern games. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 feels like the perfect way to pay homage to these classics. This is largely down to the game allowing me to revisit my youth and modern capabilities, but also because it feels like the game grew up with me. The Pro Skater selection has a diverse range of skaters, some new and others I remember from the original games in the franchise, but they're represented at their real age to this date, as if I've been reunited with an old friend. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 isn't a simulation unlike most modern skateboarding games we're seeing today. but instead it's something fun, enjoyable in short bursts or long sessions. It's a throwback to the past in a way that hasn't erased its charm and legacy. It instead expands on that and becomes one of the finest remakes to come out in 2020 while keeping its original roots intact, but to modern standards. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe here at DualShockers. If you want to read the article, go to DualShockers.com. Thank you again for watching, and until next time.